What's up, guys? It is Tuesday, which means that there is a new 7DS update out, and today I'm going to be going over the ins and outs of the update. This one wasn't too massive. It wasn't a big update in the sense that we have a brand new event. The Ragnarok event is still running, that introduction of Ragnarok, so you still have the same events that were going last week. Those will be running until it looks like the 3rd, so that'll be next Tuesday. So that'll be running again through the end of the next week, but there were some key introductions and, interestingly enough, one key omission, in my opinion, for this update. So one thing that's missing, I'm going to cover that first, is the next episode. So during the Ragnarok launch, Netmarble committed to doing every week there were going to be new chapters released, and it was going to be in a rotating schedule in that the Ragnarok episodes would release, and then the storyline episodes, the mainline storyline episodes would release. Right now, there's no mainline story episodes released, so I'm interested to see how that changes developmentally. Now, it's very possible, because I was watching a translation, that the translation was wrong and they meant every other week. But as of right now, from my understanding, unless I'm corrected in the comment section, it stands that we are owed some chapters. All right, now let's get over to the changes. So, big thing, new Tower of Trials season, 25 floors, tons of rewards for you to earn. I'm going to be grinding this today. The big thing is that there are lots of diamonds in here, lots of cosmetic upgrades, gold, and yeah, just overall very solid rewards. Remember too, because of the popularity of the Purgatory Bond team, I'm going to go over to the challenge tasks and the titles. The Tower Conqueror title, which I still have yet to earn because I have trouble with the final floors always. I need to get a little bit stronger, but such is life. The Tower Conqueror mission as well. So the view from the top, you have to clear 3 towers. I don't need to give everything I got, so you have to use clear the final floor with 3 starting grade SSR heroes, and then lose on the final thing 20 times in a row. So that's pretty tough. So yeah, just a reminder to be cognizant of these missions before you start your tower climb, just because you do want to get that title. That title gives 4% increased HP when you're eating HP food, which is super useful, again, for Purgatory Bond because of his popularity. I just wanted to make sure that I covered that quickly. Hawk Pass is still going on. We are into our week 2 missions here. Other than that, the other changes, really not all that significant. I was expecting there to be this, but I do, of course, want to cover the big change as well, final boss Gother. So now we've shifted from the Dreyfus and Hendrickson, which was a regular one, to a legend mode. Now, legend mode is exceedingly difficult. If you are able to clear it, you do receive this Kaping crown, which is a cosmetic for Gother. Pretty solid overall stats, but realistically, if you're low level, you're not missing out on much. This crown is basically just a flex more than it is a useful cosmetic. There are other cosmetics that you have for Gother. I mean, mine already has a ton of them, so this would just be like, oh, hey, look what I can do. Additionally, if you are able to clear this, there is a final boss season shot. But again, I must stress that this is incredibly difficult to clear. This is for the highest of the high, basically, and the rewards are pretty diminished. So previously, these were 30 exchanges on the demon materials. There are decent hammers and engraving stones, and of course the evolution pendants and awakening stones. But honestly, at the end of the day, really not too much that's crazy overwhelming. So you can do it. It's more of a flex if you can do it than an absolute necessity. If you want to skip it, feel free to do so. You're not really missing out on a ton. Yeah, it gets you further behind the whales, but let's be honest, you were never going to catch up to them in the first place. And to be honest, neither will I. There is, of course, these new bundles as well. If you are a spender in the game, I usually don't touch these bundles. I just go straight for diamonds because I hate myself. Let's see what else. Yeah, no new banners. Same exact banner. Again, part 3 is pretty solid, but we should have a banner coming next week as well. I'm not entirely sure what's going to be on it, but with that banner coming, I would just recommend that this week is more of a holding pattern. The things you're going to want to focus on are this tower, and if you have the opportunity and the ability to clear this final boss. Again, this only runs for a week, so you don't have a ton of time to clear it, so I would focus on this now. But that's the update for you. I do want to check one final thing, because if it's not here, I am going to be very sad. Still no growth event. This is one of the things that has been irritating me lately. There have been very few growth events, and the majority of them have been PvP focused, which means that for your content players or your newer players, there has not been as much opportunity to be gaining those SSR pendants. And with the amount of heroes that have been dropped and the amount of pendants you need, I find that to be a little ridiculous. Now, there have been, I think, in my opinion, some increases in the drop rates. Maybe it's just my RNG has been better from the tower. I cleared 9 times the other day and got 5 pendants. So maybe, just maybe, there's an increased drop rate that is, kind of a special nerf that was, or a special buff that was hidden. But at this point, not having a growth event to get pendants is inexcusable. It's only 3 pendants. What's the big deal? Why can't you give us a growth event? They're easy to clear. Go from there. Now, check Soulgrass Dungeon just in case they've released another special. Yep, so there are 2 new special events as well for diamonds. This one is going to give you, woohoo, Water of Life, and I'm betting you this one's demon. Nope, it's stamina. Okay, so you have a stamina event and a Water of Life event, both worth 2 dungeons when you complete all the 2 diamonds when you complete all the missions. Elizabeth's story does have a daily count, so make sure you're staying on top of that. After that, there really isn't much left to cover, so I want to wrap up the video at this point. Say thank you again so much for watching. Remember to check out the Discord that I have linked below. I would love to have you join the community. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.